At the end of the day, I'm doing what feels right for me and chasing down my dream.
Red flag number one. I'm not blaming this guy, but if he's the one setting this up, I know from experience, there's a lot of digging you got to do. Like, I asked for pictures of apartments before guys go. So the team's giving you no help with looking for a new place. This is yours. You guys deal with it. You guys pay them.
They set us up with another place to look at, but it was literally on a barn. And when you go in there, like, the place literally reeked like shit. Like, you have like an outhouse and you go in there and it's just like disgusting. That's what the place smelled like. So when we said we didn't want it, they stuck somebody else there instead.
As bad as this situation is like, do we try to save it or do we just say it and try to go somewhere else?
Travis and Sweens are really struggling right now. They're not doing very well. Obviously, he's entitled to his own opinion. 3/4 of the roster is 16-year-old kids, a 24-year-old goalie and a 24-year-old forward who have both played Canadian college. I've done a bunch of pro camps, are struggling against 16-year-olds. Something doesn't add up.
Boys, you gotta do better homework regardless if you have an agent or not.
I thought the whole idea of an agent was an agent does all the dirty work and finds out the and just you take care of the hockey side, but clearly not.
But I'm gonna be honest here. What you're telling me is true, that they don't really want you there. Then they didn't pay the transfer card. When it gets put through like their digital system in Sweden, it should show up on Elite Prospects like a day or two later. It's not there.
Sweeney's isn't, but mine is, right?
Yours is there because they track social media too. If you go put something on Facebook or YouTube, it'll pick up from that.
So if you're telling me if I posted a vlog that I got drafted by Detroit this week, they put up on Elite Prospects that I got picked by the Wings?
It's got to be a little bit more verified than that, but let's see here. You or Sweeney can't dress.
We might have got even further fleeced there, Sweens. We didn't have a transfer card.
When I go to talk to another team and they're like, oh, do they have their ITCs done? Like, is it paid for? I got to convince another team to pay for that so you guys aren't in the situation where now all of a sudden that's a cost you didn't think of before you left. I have a feeling they haven't done it yet because they weren't sure they were going to keep you. They wanted to see how you guys were, and now they see how you are, and now they're like, oh, they're not worth the ITC. Let's just try to spend it on someone else.
So what you're saying is that they fed us the line, got us to come over here, and now they're going to just stiff us.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, the way they see it is like they didn't have to pay for flights. The only thing they had to pay for was their ITC. They're not paying for your house. You're not paying for there's not a lot of investment costs. They're like, sure, you guys want to come over, come over. If they're good, we'll buy their ITC. If they're not good, we're not going to pay for the ITC, and we'll tell them, like, we'll kind of push them out.
Hey, remember when I told you before you signed to have that stuff in writing? Remember when I said that, Travis?
Thanks, Wins.
This contract's a joke. It pretty much just tells them what they're not going to do, and it says they're not going to pay you. We're not going to allow bullying, and anything we give you, you have to take back. And that could be a pair of fucking hockey socks. Super vague. When I saw you got picked up, I'm like, great, someone's taking care of him. Like, good for Trav. But now I'm looking at this, I'm like, fuck. I should have just said I'll help Trav just so he doesn't get in this situation. I think they're just trying to rinse you guys for 10,000.
It's gonna be okay. Oh, fuck, you're so sweaty right now.
I'm fucking sweaty. I'm hairy.
I'm not much better. Always. We had a rough night last night. I don't think we ended up going to sleep probably till like 2 or 3 in the morning, just simply because there's just so much information being dropped on us probably in the last day or so about what's happening with the team, where are we going to be playing, how long are we going to be here, like what is really going on, because we have no idea. Doing these videos has really changed my life in regards to hockey opportunities and having a bigger reach in the community. Since I started posting these videos in Sweden, slowly people have been trickling into the comment section and into my messages in my email inbox every morning. You guys might be getting taken for a ride. I don't know how I'm going to explain this without throwing the team under the bus, because I don't want to throw the team under the bus and cost myself opportunities in the future, but I feel like this is a great teaching point for anybody who's thinking of coming over to play minor pro over in Europe, that this is the way a lot of times things are for young guys, like guys like myself who are desperate to find a place to play. When we signed to come play here, there was a place promised to us for $500 a month. When we got here, it was not the same place, and it was $1,000 a month. And about a month after that, the place turned into $1,500 a month. Things aren't adding up, and if you've followed any of the videos in the last little bit, I probably don't have to tell you that like this place is not worth $1,500 a month. Like, not even close. We live in a freaking tool shed. We take public transit to every practice every single day. We've been threatened that we might have to take the long distance trains to games that are 2 hours plus away because we can't have a ride because, well, we don't. During this process, there's been some things that just haven't quite lined up as far as something's been a little bit off here. I had an agent reach out to me recently. You guys are getting scammed. I set guys up left, right, and center. The way things are lined up, you guys are getting hosed. Probably not gonna be on the team for very much longer. Let me help you. Adrian Soon is that agent. He's from Import Sports Management. And I wanted to say thank you to him, not because I feel like I owe him anything, but simply because when times get tough, I feel like it's hard to find people that'll support you and get behind you and really kind of help find your way and dig your way out of a hole. We have practice later today. We're gonna, as always, try to find a way to get to practice and try to find a way to get better. That's the only reason you go to practice. I was supposed to start tomorrow, which is the home opener. Now things are up in the air because we don't really know, did the team pay for my international transfer card? Am I legally allowed to play here? We don't really know what's going on. It's gonna be a crazy next 3 days.
It's
The man who has been hired to sharpen my skates for the year continually argues with me that my skates are sharp enough. Luckily, we have other resources. Daniel, good friend of the show, great Swede, has made a recommendation for the best place in Stockholm to get your jet sharpened. So we're here. Also, the Manitoba Moose skate guards Jamie Phillips gave me. God bless his soul. These things are awesome, and people actually think I play real hockey. Can't wait for my Sparks to come. Setting this might be our last practice, but try to make the most of it. We got taken advantage.
Got lied to, like you just can say it bluntly.
We got lied to. We got taken advantage of. I dedicated every second of the last year and a half coming from VIU, getting cut from various teams to better my game, to come here at the hopes of I want to play a lot of games. I want to put up some good numbers, and I want to go play college. I want to finish my fucking education, but I want to go play Canadian college hockey again. That's what I want to do. It's all for nothing because this was a waste. I'm so fucking mad right now. Like.